fiscal discipline to the proceedings? What is Midwestern fiscal discipline?
Well, that means that you only spend money that you've got, and certainly, the hardworking taxpayers that I represent in Central Illinois are willing to pay their fair share of taxes, but they also expect those who are elected to represent them to make sure that we don't keep driving ourselves further in debt. When the president ran the first time, he said he was going to cut the deficit in half in his first term in office. The deficit has doubled up to 17, 18 trillion dollars. We can't continue down that path, and the Budget Committee is about setting our country's priorities and certainly reducing that debt for the current generation of taxpayers and future generations is something we need to do.
The debt ceiling, I believe, is going to be hit again sometime early next year. What are your thoughts about that? Should it be raised yet again?
Well, I think the debt ceiling is an opportunity for us to have the discussion about what are we doing about the debt. I'm not one who believes there's really a debate about whether we pay our nation's bills. We have a responsibility to pay our nation's bills, but I also think to just ceremoniously lift the debt limit without forcing a discussion on our long-term liabilities and what we're doing to bend that cost curve to bring down future deficits would be a dereliction of duty. So I look forward to having that debate with the President. The House Republicans will offer up thoughtful proposals on how to reduce the debt, and they'll give the opportunity for the President to negotiate with us to reduce the debt.
I want to go back to something that you said about Nancy Pelosi and your involvement on social media, because like many young people your age, you're only 33, millennials, you're very active on social media. You tweeted during those budget debates, once it was passed, this is just what the voters asked for, Republicans and Democrats working together in the House and Senate with President Obama. Only problem, Democrat crazy caucus takes over. Pelosi versus Obama. Democrats demand purity in legislation after resounding defeat last month. Now, that's certainly not the harshest things that have been tweeted or said about the President or Congress. But as you move forward in trying to get bipartisanship, should language like crazy be eliminated at least from the noise out there that's pitting Republicans against Democrats?
Well, if you follow my Twitter feed, you'll know that I called people in my party crazy a year ago. And that was what I was referencing.
You're the crazy
caucus in my own party that was advocating a government shutdown because they thought somehow that would miraculously overturn Obamacare, which I said was lunacy, was crazy. And I called them that a year ago. I said, you're not going to overturn Obamacare, and that's crazy. So my point here simply is that Democrat purists, like an Elizabeth Warren, are not going to get everything they want with a Republican House and an incoming Republican Senate majority, and this was a good deal that was negotiated by the President and Republicans in Congress, and they should have supported.
Let me ask you about your political future, because, again, you're very active not only on social media, but on getting a lot of support from a lot of different sectors. What are your political ambitions? Do you want higher office? Do you want the governorship? Do you want to be mayor of Chicago? Do you want to be president? President when you're old enough, which is weird to say, but you have to be 35.
Well, say this. I just was elected to my 4th term in the House, and it is an extreme honor to represent 750,000 people, to be one of 400 people in a nation of 300 million, to decide the course of our country and the laws that govern us. And I'm not cheesy when I say I get a tingle down my spine when I walk in the Capitol, and it's an awesome responsibility. There's a lot of history there. And I don't take this job lightly. And the fact that people just elected me to a 4th term is something I'm honored by.
You might get a bigger tingle walking into the White House someday.
Well, I'm not old enough, so I can answer that question.
But in a couple of years, when you're old enough, Congressman, we're going to have to leave it there. Okay. But thank you so much for visiting us. We appreciate it.
Have a great holiday.
Congressman Aaron Schock, thank you.